Hello, I'm going to make a quick video to show you how a Profurl rigid vang comes apart. I had this as part of a Profurl boom furling system, and it has a gas spring inside it to hold up the boom, and mine stopped working, and so I needed to take it apart, and I couldn't find anything on how it came apart. I couldn't find any schematics or parts diagrams or anything. So here goes. Real quick, first thing you need to do is to thread off this collar. You can see the threads there. There's some kind of a white sealer in that. I had to put heat into this collar with a propane torch, get it warm, pretty warm, and then I had this in a clamp. You can see I wrapped it in duct tape to try to save the surface. And this I used a pair of very large channel locks, which kind of had a rounded jaw to be able to get a good grip on it. And I was able then to get this to turn and come across, but I did have to put heat into it. Once you get that collar removed, then the inner cylinder comes out just like this, and you're partway there, but the gas shock itself is in the rear portion, and to get that out you have to drill out all these rivets. And once those rivets are all drilled out, then this gas shock can pull right out of there. And this is what you're left with. Now it does have threads. The gas shock has threads on each end. I think they're 14 metric 14 by 1.5. Anyways, I couldn't get this end cap off on mine. Even though it started to turn, it wouldn't come off, and I couldn't figure it out. This is the original gas spring. You can see there that was made by Ecold, France. It's a 3,500 Newton gas shock. There's some numbers there, part numbers I suppose. But anyways, this back surface, so this right here, was actually rotating inside the cylinder so that I could not get that end cap off. I'm talking about this end cap right here. It wouldn't come off. So I put some heat into this, heating this area right through here, and with this part clamped, and with the heat I was able to get it off, and was fortunate. It never occurred to me that this sealed surface was actually turning. What I should have done was clamp this. I think if I would have clamped this right at the very end and given this a pretty hard squeeze, then this disc with this thread would not have turned, and then I would have been able to put a bar into this slot. I just put a wrecking bar into that slot, and then I could turn it and get it off. So anyways, now to put it back together, I did order a gas shock from the Gas Springs company, gassprings.com, and they have quite a selection. This isn't exactly the same, but it's going to work. It's a 3,500 Newton spring. Does have the same thread on each end, that metric. I think it's a 14 by 1.5. Anyways, got it threaded in. Now I'm ready to put it back. This has to fit into there, replace the rivets, and then it's just a matter of centering that piece there into the top of the rod, and then threading on to the cap, and then compressing it with the boom and putting it in place. So anyways, I know this is rough, but you're on the right track, and hopefully you'll be able to repair yours. The cost of the gas spring was $111. These rigid vangs I did see advertised for $2,000, so definitely don't want to buy a new vang, not when you can buy a gas spring for $110. Thanks, bye-bye.